People of the internet, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Out of the Park Baseball 17 GM Mode Sim commentary for the Premier League Baseball. I am F5 Penguin. You can find me all over the web at F5 Penguin. And in the last video, we were ready for opening day. We recapped the offseason and then the first year player draft, which wasn't so eventful for us. And here we are, opening day. Hey. Opening day was good to us. We're recapping the month of August, and I'll tell you what, all the way through, basically, we recapped about 14 games. The year started a little bit, I'm sorry, not August, I'm sorry. We're recapping June. My apologies, I'm reading things in front of me here. And wouldn't you know, we're on top, okay? We went 5-0 to start the season, okay? 5-0. But first, housekeeping things, got to get them out of the way. We went ahead and reached into our international amateur scouting thing. We've never signed somebody from there before, and we did for Mr. Tony Ortiz, who looks to be really, really good. If we look at OSA here, his eye might be a little bit low, but everything else is really, really high. If we can get that 5, I think we'll be okay. So we got him, 16 years old. He'll hang out in international scouting for like 3 or 4 seasons before we move him up. At the very minimum, at least 2. We will see where that goes. We can delete that email. No big deal. Now, let's look at our front office. Selling out every game so far. We're up 10%, 3%. We're in good shape. We go to accounting. We're going to lose $1 million for the season. But we planned this out. This is a planned thing, even though our expenses are #1 in player payroll again. They're for good players minus Alcala, who's absolutely horrible, and I don't understand how he became crappy and how we end up with crappy pitchers that we sign in from other teams, but then our own pitchers that we bring up from grassroots do really well. I don't know how it goes, but we're paying way too much money for him, so he'll be bye-bye later on, or we might be able to trade him away halfway through the season. We'll see how that goes, but $5.3 million. We're going to finish at $1 million negative for the season, $500,000 plus in our cash, and that is the number that matters. You see we're projected to do quite well as we move through these seasons, and we do have the McCarty signing on the horizon. We have to look out for the McCarty signing, figure out what we're going to do there, maybe sign him at the right time. That's what we got to do. So let's get to the schedule. Let's get it cracking. Look at this. Look at this. We actually started the season 8-0. We won 8-0, 9 out of 10. This is a good time. Now, I will say we had a couple of snafus. Mainly our pitching is not that good. I don't know why, but our ERA was a little bit high for a while. And up until the last sim, which was 5 days, every sim is 5 days. We were pretty rough there. It was not good. I think we were like 16th in starter ERA and like 22nd in bullpen ERA. It was not working, and you can see from some of the high scores, 7 and 3, 8. You know, some of them not too crazy, but a couple of just bad ERAs, just not clicking. Sabala got lit up in one of the games to start the season. It was brutal. It was really brutal. We want to go back and take a look at some of these scores here. So let's go do that now. I want to go to the first game. Let's see where I was with Sabala. Yeah, Sabala, his second game, got lit up. 6 earned runs in 3 innings. Like, I don't know what happened there. And he's not been looking too good since. If you see that here, he's 1-1. And if we go to the game log here, if I pull up, how do I do this? If I go to pitching stats, game log. Here we go. So you look at the numbers, and you can kind of see 1961, right? We're going into preseason, then we start our game here. So win 8-7, win 4-3, loss 5-6, right? You can see the numbers here. He's given up a lot of earned runs, and I can't really figure out why. It's kind of crazy, right? So it's a huge question mark I have on the table. Why is he not doing as well as he should? I don't know. All I do know is here are our numbers we're looking at for the month of August. I keep saying August. I don't know why. Month of June, 9-2, right? Huge boost to our ego. Huge boost to our confidence level, more importantly. And at home, we're 6-1. On the road, 5-2. 1-run games. That's our key defining factor as the Brooklyn Atlantics. Can we close out 1-run games? 6-3. We're not doing too bad there, right? pretty good. I'm kind of happy about that. And we look over at our stats, hitting wise, we are doing quite well. We're still middle of the pack for home runs. I don't know what is causing that. And for stolen bases, we did go down a little bit to 14th, but I'm not too worried about stolen bases. If we're getting on base and we're hitting, batting average is 4th, on base 3rd. I feel like we're in good shape, right? Runs scored 3rd, 75. Extra base hits 44, 5th. Like, we're doing the things we need to do. But we look over to the right and to the pitching and defensive stats. And that's where things get crazy. 11th in earned run average, starter 7th, bullpen 13th. But defensively, runs allowed 6th. So we're giving up a lot of hits, but then we're holding it down defensively, not letting those runs actually score. We got to tighten up, though. Defensive efficiency, we knew we were going to take a hit in that. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. 13th. Kind of crazy. But look at these numbers, right? Bases on balls, 2nd in walks, 3rd in home runs allowed. I'm relatively happy. Like, I'm really happy with the team's performance. I'm relatively happy with the pitching. I just don't know what's happening to make it, how to get over that hump, I suppose we could say, to get to the next level. We look at the numbers here, and this is going to include, obviously, 3 or 4 games in July. But, hey, here's where we're at right now. We look at our pitching stats, and you can kind of see Sabala, number 1, may not be the answer. We may have to move Leon to the number 1 spot, but an 8 ERA is killing me. Estrada, I just said Alcala, and I meant Estrada. Estrada becomes an option year this season, and we might have to just let him go because 20 ERA is that's not going to do it on 1.2 innings pitched. It's kind of rough. We'll have to see if that shakes out to something a little bit better. I think it will. I don't think he's going to be that bad. Alcala is in the same boat. We're paying a lot of money for him on an option year as well. One of the two will have to walk because we do have to make room for McCarty. Like I said, we might trade one of them. But here we are, and we're doing okay. Now, I've noticed in the 2 games that we lost in I keep saying August. What the hell is wrong with me today? In June, the 2 games we lost, Kira's blew, I believe, if not won, both of those saves. Let's look at the game log. We go to pitching stats, go to game log. 1 blown save here. I remember seeing that one. I was fuming about that because it was a 1-0 situation, or 2-1 or 3-2. It was something like that, and we lost 3-2 finals. So that was not good. Yeah, I gave up 3 runs. We were up 2-0 and gave up 3 runs. Not good. That kind of just upset me, but it's going to happen. He's got 7 saves on the season. The other one came from, I believe it was Josh Wilson, who is our secondary closer, and a good one at that. Not great, good, not great. And we know that going into it, but we go to the game log, and yeah, there it is right there. Blown save, 1 as well. And those kind of happened relatively close. You saw they happen within 3 days, 2 losses. So that accounts for 2 of our losses, and I don't know. The 3rd one was kind of just all over the place, so it is what it is. But going back to the stats, you can see where we're at. ERA, still too early. Excuse me. Still too early to tell what's going to happen with that. But we do know that there's plenty of baseball to be played, and we do have a winning record. We go to earn runs, though, and Sabala is leading at 13. Like, what happened there? This guy is a stud, and he comes to Brooklyn and just doesn't make it happen. I don't really know what's going on there. Bill Hopp, surprisingly, is 2-0, and I believe he's got, like, a shutout inside that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a 3-0 shutout. He's done quite well for us, so Bill Hopp's kind of our guy. Like, that's... We have Hop, we have Rubenstein, and Salazar, and we got Salazar from an international complex signing. So we have really homegrown 60% of our roster for our starting rotation. Quite thrilled, to say the least. So we'll see on the pitching. I'm not too stressed out yet, but there is things on the horizon that I want to fix, and I think everybody would kind of agree with some of the things we're seeing. Now, what we're seeing in the offensive side for hitting is Newman is back on track, and I'm kind of glad that I did this. I got Newman starting against righties, and I believe it's Davies against lefties, yeah, and Davies coming in every second game. I might change that to third. Because Newman is batting .429 on the season, and he's got 7-game start, 6 games saved, so he's in good shape. I'm kind of happy that he's doing so well, it was a question mark last season. So Ohala 350, Brady 300, Zarnecki 298, McCarty not getting enough appearances, at least starting, definitely playing enough games, only 273. So maybe that one stellar year was just a one stellar year. We go back and look at last season, and we didn't really have as good of a season that he had the year prior, and he had one more game to play, right? And 4 less starts. Kind of weighs itself out. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with McCarty. 31. He might have peaked too late in his career, and the stats just might not stay. We'll have to just keep an eye on that. Dufresne, still the question mark again in the outfield and in the utility position. We got him as a person who we thought could turn into something, maybe turn into something better. 4 from Cantu, 6 OSA. So I don't know how that's gonna shake out either. But the power is definitely there to be contributing. We're just not seeing it just yet. Nothing to worry about yet. We'll kind of wait. Philpott, though, sadly, is falling off the radar a bit, and I'm kind of upset about that. We may have to bump him down to backup position and let Coral kind of step in. We'll keep an eye on him through the season. He gets hot late in the season. We've noticed that, so we'll kind of wait on him. And Folo, I think we'll just let go after the season. Not going to work out for us. So we got some older guys leaving, younger guys coming up. I think we'll be okay, but we still have this season to deal with. This season to battle. So that's where my focus is right now. What I am happy to see is our strikeouts are kind of leveling down. Newman with 1, Dufresne 2, Parrish has only got 3. Ohala has put up, I believe, some home runs already. Yeah, if I go here. Yeah, he doesn't have any home runs. Oh, that was from the preseason, right. Home runs, I got 4 for Folo, though. So his hitting is a little bit down average-wise, but he's cranking out some homers. I need home runs. And hitting wise, we got Zarnecki at the top, Capra. We kind of expect that. Perdomo, even though his strikeouts are high, he's hitting. So we got our young kids hitting. They're doing well, and they're growing into full-on players, especially Zarnecki, Capra. We got like $1.5 million in those 2 players alone. Brady coming up soon for renewal. So these are things that we're shaking out, and it's working. It's coming together. I'm thrilled. We're doing the things. It took 10 seasons, but we're doing the things. So this is where we're at. I'm leaving it right here, okay? I'm leaving it right here. I'm going to go back to this screen right here. Actually, I'm going to go to the screen right here, kind of see how our minor leagues are doing, and they're not doing too well because I know the AAA is kind of a question mark as well. It's kind of I don't know what's going to happen with those guys. So we'll keep an eye on this. Look at our top prospects on the right. You can kind of see how we're shaking out there, and that's apparently my phrase for tonight. I don't really know why. Nevertheless, batting averages, you can see that there, home runs, and how that pans out. Let me know what you think. Leave the comments in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe this video, and the link, of course, in the description below for the Premier League Baseball website. You'll probably, if you check that out every day, it'll be slightly ahead of where these videos are, kind of prepare you for the future. But here we are, okay? We have to look a little bit ahead of what we're going to move some of these players before the trade deadline. We'll probably do that, probably shop a player or two, see what we can do there. But this is our core team. It's here. I feel good. Do you feel good? Let me know on Twitter at F5Penguin or all over the web at F5Penguin. And this, of course, was Out of the Park Baseball 17, the GM Mode Sim commentary for the Premier League Baseball and the Brooklyn Atlantics. I'll see you all in the next video, recapping July. Yes! Rubenstein, Hop, Leon. Rubenstein, Hop, Leon. Why is Sabala so bad? Giving up 100 runs. Don't know. It's bad. Don't know. It's bad.